Good evening. I'm just checking that everything is going okay. Technical issues, always fun. I think I had the incorrect time scheduled for YouTube, so apologies for any confusion. It looks like everything is streaming okay, so a huge welcome to absolutely everybody who's joining me this evening. Come in, come settle down, grab a cup of tea, and get ready for a very exciting evening. I've been looking forward to this pretty much since we started the event, and I'm really excited for us to kind of draw the overall prize to an end and kind of get ready for the rest of the season. First and foremost, I want to say an absolutely huge thank you to every single person that has taken part. If you've made one square, 10 squares, or all 30 of the squares, and you've actually completed your blanket and you've joined it and you're loving it, I cannot thank you enough for taking your yarn stash, for purchasing your yarn, for just getting involved and really kind of making it what it was. It's been so much fun for me. Obviously, I'm loving all the wonderful comments, people saying that it's kind of helped reignite their passion for crochet again, hearing that everybody's learned new stitches, new techniques. It's been wonderful to see people kind of, this sounds horrible, but seeing people struggle with some of the squares and push past it or just choose something else and allow themselves to just enjoy the process of making, because ultimately that is why we all crochet, is that it is supposed to be fun. And I have certainly had an awful lot of fun sharing all of these 30 patterns with you. You can see I'm surrounded with various things today. I've got so much to talk to you about, and obviously ultimately, I'm just so pleased that we are, let me just put my phone on Do Not Disturb. I'm just ultimately so pleased that we've all had the opportunity to come together and take part in this. Now, I'm hoping that you can hear me okay. Nobody's said hello yet, which is obviously, I would like you to say hello to me, because I like to know that people are watching and people are getting involved. I must admit, I am more than a little bit overwhelmed with the number of finished blankets that I've already seen. Hello, Amanda. Welcome. Lovely to have you with us. Seeing everyone's finished blankets has been phenomenal. But I think for me, seeing everyone post all those different squares and the colours that you've picked and how you've made them your own has been really fascinating to watch. My husband had the task today of just double checking. Oh, hi. Before I tell you what my husband had to do today, hello to everybody. We've got Agnes, Joanne, Caroline, Wendy, oh, Krista. No, you're allowed to say that you're watching. It's wonderful. We've got everyone watching. It's so good to have you. So I tasked my husband with the massive task of going through the Facebook group today. He only normally looks over my shoulder. It's the one place on my social media that he is not present. So it's my husband free zone. But I did allow him to use my computer and have a look through all the posts that have been made throughout the event to gather everybody's names and double check that I've not missed any, because I know that everybody wants to get their hands on this prize. And there is quite a huge list of completed blankets, but the list of people that have been taking part, sharing their squares, sharing their stack of squares, is absolutely blown me away. And I think he's been like, oh my God, that one's so pretty. Oh my God. And seeing them posted throughout the event has really just kind of wowed me, especially some of the color choices. They're just absolutely beautiful. So I know that you want to get straight into the prize draw, but I've got a few things to tell you first. Let's run through the prizes first and foremost, because I am incredibly proud. I've got one missing here. Oh, it's over on the bed, because my spare bed is next to me. So we have a grand prize, as we know, which is a zipper pouch with some exclusive, now these are very exclusive, these were made for me by one of my designer crochet hook makers, by CC by Fran. These are some exclusive stitch markers, a stitch marker tin. You've never had one of these boxes before. Inside here is a streamlined furl, a 5mm streamlined furl. So this is part of the grand prize. So is this. So the basket, I will say, I'm not shipping this. This is going to cost me too much to ship. But this is all yarn that I've provided for myself to give away. So we've got 3 balls of Lion Brand Kubu. This is basically all my favourite yarns that I'm sharing with the grand prize winner, because I love people to have the opportunity to try something new. So let me know if you've ever tried the Lion Brand Kubu. It's one of my favourite yarns. I've designed with it 3 or 4 times in the last kind of 12 months because it's one of my favorite summer yarns. I know we're going into autumn, but I just simply had to include it. Now, I'm also in the grand prize is the mandala ombre. They're smaller than the mandala balls, but there is a pattern on my YouTube, not on my YouTube channel, it's coming soon, that is on my website that you can make. Just uses one of these cakes. You've also got a few balls in various sizes of paint box cotton. Now, paint box cotton is my favorite cotton for kind of making coasters and amigurumi, placemats, all that kind of stuff, all the kind of hard wearing projects, because it's hard wearing, it's durable, it washes amazingly. So I'm including a little bit of that. There are 2 different sizes in here. You've got the Aran, which is the same as worsted, and you've got the DK, which is a size 3 as well. So that's all in there. Squash that back in. You've got a random ball of Karen cotton cakes. Now, this is probably the old packaging again, because it is something that's been waiting to be used. But I feel like someone can make use of this. And then you've got something from a UK brand that I'm incredibly proud to be including. This is Sirdar Snuggly. Now, you might hate me, but this is a 3-ply. So I think that would be a sport weight in America. It is tiny, tiny, but you've got 5 balls of it in the grand prize, so it can be double-stranded, which is possibly a good thing because it will make it a little bit easier to use. And then we've got one more. If I can reach over, you've got obviously the Karen Chunky Cake in this colourway, which I think is the Plum Perfect. I just put a pattern on during the event, actually, on the YouTube channel that uses just one of these to make a super, super chunky cowl. So that is the grand prize. But it's not the only prize, is it? And I know this is what's more exciting, because for everybody that's taken part, who shared a square, shared their stack of squares, you're also in with a chance of winning 2. So there are 4 other prizes up for grabs. I have to get my list. So you've got, there is another Notions bag up for grabs, which has your stitch markers, your stitch marker tin, and if I can find it, another Furls hook. I'm not sure if I've got that to hand, so apologies. I will let you know. If not, I will arrange for one to go to that prize winner. The next prize is 1 year's access to the Full Bloom membership. So in case you're not aware, my Full Bloom membership gives someone access to every single one of my patterns. You can do it on a quarterly basis or on a month, on an annual basis, and you get access to every single pattern that's been released, with certain exclusions, mainly my magazines and events. But everything is in there. So someone's going to have 1 year's access to all of those patterns as well, which I think is quite exciting. It's a great prize, a huge value in that one. And then there are 2 further prizes of the printable pattern for the Hodgepodge Blanket. So this would give you access, again, in my membership area, to every single one of the printable patterns. If you've already purchased the crochet along, you will get a full refund of what you paid if you win that prize. So there are 2 of those as well. So altogether, there's going to be 5 prize draws tonight. And that grand prize is going to go to someone who has shared their finished blanket. So a huge, huge thank you for everyone that shared their pattern, shared their pictures, shared their blankets. It's been phenomenal. So now I have to make you wait a little bit just to build the hype and build the excitement, and also give me the opportunity to kind of rave a little bit about a different yarn. Now, this yarn is not included in the grand prize because it's been gifted to me and I haven't had approval. I didn't ask, actually, to be honest. I probably could have got approval to include some of this. So this is, I had a lot of comments on my Instagram about, well, a lot of messages on my Instagram about the yarn that I used for my Perfect Pairs Pocket Shawl. So this is it's quite a huge shawl. This mannequin's a tad smaller than I am, very much narrower in the shoulders. So has anyone used Furls Wonder Yarn? Wonder Yarn. I don't know how you're supposed to say it. I say wonder. But when I think about it, I say wonder or something because it's got an A in it. So Furls Wonder Yarn is labelled as a premium acrylic, and it's what I used for this pattern. And it actually, I think it's worth the label of a premium acrylic. When you compare it to, say, my bog standard, what size is this? This is chunky. This ball is half used. This is the paint box yarn, Simply Chunky, 100% Aran. Yes, they are different weights, but can you see the sheen on that Fells Wonder yarn? This is why I love it for those kind of luxurious kind of products or patterns that we make that need something that's a little bit more than just like a woolly wool, if you know what I mean. Obviously, we know that acrylic is generally designed to replicate sheep's wool, but it's made of plastic. It's not necessarily designed to be as soft as we would like it to be. Yay, I'm so pleased you got on. I know someone was struggling earlier to get on. That was my mistake. Apologies. So with the Fells Wonder, it's still 100% acrylic, but the way that it's produced, it makes it silky soft and that wonderful sheen. I mean, it's nearly, I'm less shiny than this wool, which is quite something, trust me. So I wanted to share you a little bit more about that. It is a worsted weight yarn. It's 100% acrylic. This is the shade Aurora, and the grey shade is the shade Mist. I'm so pleased someone's already saying that their next project is the pocket shawl, and I'm so excited so many people have got your hands on it today, because if you're not aware, today is actually the start of another event that I host, which is called Autumn Exclusives. Now, the exclusives events are different to any kind of blog hop that you've probably taken part in before, where, for instance, designers allow you to download a pattern for free for 24 hours. Now, with my exclusives events, I set out to kind of change the mold as to how these events are thought of within the community of crochet. So I will happily give someone a copy of my pattern during an event if they've never met me or they want to find out more about my pattern writing style. I mean, that's mainly why I have free patterns on my blog, is to give people access to learn more and to develop their crochet skills. Now, a lot of these free blog hop events are generally downloaded, and then we never really get to engage with those people. With the Autumn Exclusives event, it's a select number of designers. So, for instance, this time we only have 15 designers taking part, including myself, and they are premium crochet patterns. So you'll find more information in the patterns, more detailed like stitch charts or photo tutorials and various other things, or perhaps you'll find links to video tutorials that wouldn't necessarily be included in a free version of a pattern. So with my Perfect Pocket Shawl, you're already familiar with the stitches that are used in it because, of course, it is based loosely on the Perfect Pairs square, which is a square that featured in the Hodgepodge Blanket, which is how I tied it all in nicely in my head. So with the Autumn Exclusives event, rather than getting a free download that you just kind of leave in your pattern library and never look at again, the designers offer their brand new, and these are brand new patterns. They're not even available right now. Mine is the first to launch. It launched today. It's a brand new pattern, and every pattern in the event is released with a special 50% off discount coupon. So you're getting access to seriously premium patterns for half their normal price. For me, it was the way forward for encouraging people to try different designers, getting high quality patterns using high quality materials so that you could find these designers and learn more about their writing style while accessing really good quality patterns. For me, my pocket shawl, I am in love with it. I wore it out yesterday, went to the park, walked Emily wearing my pocket shawl, and I absolutely loved it. It's so snuggly. The yarn has really made it. And you can get hold of a copy of this printable pattern today for 50% off. All the details are in the description and the comments box for you there. So hopefully you can get your hands on that if you haven't already. There is also a pattern bundle, just to let you know that each of the patterns that will be featured in the event that aren't even released yet are actually available right now as part of the Autumn Exclusives pattern bundle. And it's priced in dollars, so it's $13.95. And one of the things I'm most proud about of this bundle is not only can the designers that are taking part earn their money by selling that bundle, anyone who sells it, everybody gets a share of the sale. And I'm so passionate about that. It's not a huge share, I will be honest, but they do all receive payment for every single bundle sold. And for me, that's really important because I 100% believe that community is beyond anything. We should not be kind of competing against each other in this kind of close-knit crochet community. So I'll get off my high horse now and put that to one side. All the details for the autumn exclusives are linked in the description box. If you want to get a copy of the pattern bundle with all 15 patterns in there, it works out at less than $1 a pattern. And this bundle is only available until the 15th of October. I'm to rack my brain here because I didn't write that down. But I wanted to just make you aware that that is available for you. Oh, Amanda, it is lovely to find new designers that you might not have accessed before, where they're offering such a huge discount, because obviously a lot of work goes into our designs, and to take 50% off is quite a huge amount. And I'm very excited to be able to offer that to my audience and share these wonderful designers with you. I literally have worked with all 14 designers multiple times now, and they are my tip-top favorite designers. I will say that most definitely. So I don't know if you want to see any more detail on my pocket shawl. I will say, I don't know if you can see that this is a pocket. So this is actually just sewn on. And obviously there's fringe detail because I love a fringe on anything. But I really love the way, no one has seen this, but if you flip the pocket shawl over, no one can see that there is anything attached to it, and it can just be worn as a super scarf. Amanda, thank you, because I literally love it. It's so, I could just literally just curl up into it right now. It is like wearing a little blanket, like a personal sized blanket, and it's just so lovely. It is a large project. It uses, I think it's about 1,500 yards of Furls Wonder in total, split across the two colours. But you can find all the details of the amount of yarn and stuff linked below for you in the pattern details. So I've been chatting on for too long already. What I would love to know, I have asked this question a number of times as we've kind of gone on through the event, is, of course, I still want to know, now that all the squares are out, what you think your favourite square is, or if you found a particular square challenging, which one was the most challenging, and whether or not. Oh, Rita, thank you so much for your purchase. I really appreciate that, for getting hold of the pocket shawl as well. I'd love to know what your favourite square is, or what your most challenging square was in the event. And if you've enjoyed the crochet along. Now, obviously, I've had, I sent out a questionnaire. Gosh, that might have been 2 weeks ago, must be 2 weeks ago. And the feedback on there was so useful. So thank you to everybody that filled that in. I've taken everything on board, and everything that I can change, I most certainly will, because I'll share with you later, there might be a little date needed to put into your diary soon for the next crochet along. But before I tell you about that, shall we do the first of the prize draws? So I'm going to start with the first prize that isn't the grand prize, if that makes sense. So the first one is for one of my Notions bags, the stitch marker and the tin. And while you keep telling me all your favorites, I am going to change screens because obviously I need to get the random generator up. So let me remember how I do that. I'll be 2 seconds, and then we can do the first winner. Let's share that. Now, I really hope you can see that. Oh, you can, because I can see myself too. I always thought I wasn't visible when I did that, but that's interesting to know. So I have to pretend I'm still talking to you. So obviously I have a very, 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 very large list here of people that have taken part and shared everything, shared their squares and their stacks of squares and this kind of thing. So this is for the first prize of the Notions bag, stitch markers, and the stitch marker tin. So let's give it a shuffle. That is shuffled. Let's try, oh, click to spin. Okay, let's find our first winner. I'll grab my pen. Who do we have? Okay, well done. Congratulations, Gail. I'm just writing that down. I know who that is, so that's good. As in, I know you're in our Facebook group. I'm hoping you're watching live with us. Okay, so that is that one done. I'm not going to remove anybody. Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm going to leave you in there because we've got 3 more prizes to draw. So we've done number 1. So this is for the Full Bloom membership. Let's shuffle it again. Lovely. and then hopefully it'll let me click it again. And we're looking for the winner of the Full Bloom membership, so access to all of my patterns for 1 whole year for 12 full months. And who do we have? Congratulations to Susan Wright. You have won 1 year's access to the Full Bloom membership. I hope you can message me. If not, I will try and find you and message you. Or I can always redo that again. Let's do, so the next prize is for someone to win access to the printable patterns of all 30 squares, plus the joining instructions and all the other information that was included in the Hodgepodge Blanket crochet along. So this is the first winner of that. And we have Gail again. So don't worry, there's another chance to win. This is why I haven't removed any names, because anyone could have got 2. So I'm going to remove you now because you got 2, and let's shuffle once more, and we are ready for the second winner of the full access to all the crochet patterns that are included in the Hodgepodge Blanket, so all 30 square patterns. So let's see who is winning this one. Who do we have? Trisha. Congratulations to Trisha Schmid. You have also won access to the Hodgepodge Blanket patterns too. So bear with me, because what I'm going to do is clear those and get the names for the finished blanket winners before we do anything else. Oh, not winners, the finished blanket entries. And then we will come back to those in a minute. Did I do that seamlessly? Yes, I think I did. So, wow, guys, congratulations to Gail, Susan and Trisha for all winning those prizes. I'm so pleased for you. In a few more moments, we are going to do the grand prize. I've set myself up so we are ready to go. Now, I need your opinions, because as you can see, just here, we have one of my mannequin heads. If I can reach it. Oh, not quite, not in any flattering way. Come here. Right. So I don't know if you saw one of my latest patterns releases or video tutorials released, was the Elizabeth Stitch headband. Oh, Gail, I will do that for you. You're so kind. Thank you so much. So Gail has asked me to redraw. Now I have to try to remember how to change that. Give me 2 seconds. Let me go back to that. If I copy that, bear with me. I'm going to pop the names back in, because Gail has kindly allowed me to redraw. Let me put them in twice now. Hang on. Sorry, me and technology aren't the best of friends. So, Gail, that is incredibly kind of you. So I am redrawing for someone to get access to all the patterns in the Hodgepodge Blanket crochet along. So let's redraw that one. Select the right tab. There we go. So Gail's name is still in here. So if you come out again, Gail, I'll just redraw again. So I've popped everybody's names back on. So let's redraw for prize number 3 and see who we get. I can't tell you how much I'm enjoying doing this. Who have we got? Oh, Krista, congratulations. So you now have access to all of the patterns that are going to be, that are included, all 30 squares is what I mean. I hope you understand what I mean when I say that. I'm going to set myself up for the finished blankets again. They're all in. So congratulations to Krista, and thank you, Gail, so much for being so generous. I really appreciate that. Wow. So yeah, I was telling you about the faux fur headband, and I was going to include some of the faux fur in the grand prize, but instead I'm thinking about doing something else. So I've got it next to me. I was going to just chuck it in the basket. So I'm going to have a think about this. If you have any ideas of how we could do another little giveaway to share some of this faux fur yarn, because it is my favorite. I still have half a shelf full up there from when I was making. So you let me know. Actually, we'll come back to that. I should have waited till the end. Maybe we'll share it then. So yes, congratulations to every single one of you guys who have won a prize. Ugh. Shall we do it? Shall we do the grand prize? This is the biggest prize I've ever given away. I'm really, trust me, you guys are worth this. I can't even, I'm going to wax lyrical about how amazed I am. Every single finished blanket has been stunning. I know we're all terrible. We all point out our mistakes and we're like, oh, I did this wrong. This square wasn't the right shape. I missed this stitch. And, you know, I did it myself. I actually left my mistake in, I can see it now. It's staring at me. I left my mistake in my blanket because we're all human. We're allowed to make mistakes. And actually, that's the whole point of learning. I held a workshop today, met 4 amazing people and taught them the beginnings of crochet. And not only do I love that element of my job, but I have to keep reiterating that it's okay to make mistakes, because mistakes are a really great way of learning. For me as a designer, I need to check my work more carefully before I join my blankets. For us as just general crocheters, it's okay to, you know, yeah, Amanda's saying she's made so many mistakes, but the overall is a beautiful blanket. And I think that's just such an important message. We can apply that to all elements of our lives. I am waffling. Should we do it? Let's share that screen one last time. If I can find my mouse. Oh my God, I am so excited. So all the finished blanket names are in there. So we've got nearly 50 entries already. I am going to spin the wheel and we're going to see who has won the grand prize. And congratulations to Judith. I'm writing that one down right now. Judith, Gil, you have won the grand prize, which is all that yarn, the notions bag, I'm blown away. I'm just so happy for you. So you've got your notions bag with your stitch markers, your stitch marker tin, and your furls hook, all that glorious yarn. If you're watching this live, feel free to message me either on Facebook, drop me an email. If you're on YouTube, email me. I don't know how you message on you. Oh, you just comment and I'll message you or something. Please don't share your information. No credit card, etc. All that kind of stuff. You don't need to pay for anything. You may be liable for import duty, but the value is underneath what any import duty should be. But Judith, congratulations. And guys, you are so generous giving your congratulations to Judith as well. I know we all wanted to get our hands on that huge prize. Oh, wow. I'm so pleased for you. Congratulations. Now, of course, I've had a lot of people asking me already. You know, they've got what was it? Someone called it the post Hodgepodge Blanket blues. And believe you me, I feel it too. I'm pleased that we're going straight into the autumn exclusive, so I get to share lots of beautiful patterns with you. But I've got the bug as well. We need to have another crochet along. So I am very excited to tell you that there is already a pattern that is in testing to be used in the next crochet along. So this, I can get your diaries out, because you're going to pop this straight into your diary. I'm going to double check that I do have the right date, because it will be starting on a Friday. I did have the right date. That's good. So we are going to be starting the next crochet along. Oh, Crystal, so sorry. It's not going to be anywhere near as big as the Hodgepodge Blanket crochet along, I can assure you, but something good is coming. It is going to be a seasonal project. It's going to be a mystery for a few more weeks, up until I can get really pretty finished photos. I don't want to share any riffraff that I like to, that I occasionally snap on my phone. I want to share you the real deal. So put this date in your diaries, because this is going to be the day the next crochet along starts, and that is going to be the 4th of November. Before then, of course, I'm going to give you at least 2, if not 3 weeks notice of when and what yarn you're going to need, what hook size you're going to need. You're going to have all of that information ready well in advance of this crochet along. In the UK, we're struggling with postage at the moment. We have some strikes happening, so I need to make sure that I can get hold of more of the yarn. But it's going to be a lovely holiday-inspired project that you're going to love. It might not have any squares at all, but it's certainly going to have a couple of techniques in there, because why not? We love doing different things. I can't wait to share even more information about the next crochet along, but please have all my thanks for taking part and making the Hodgepodge Blanket crochet along what it was. It's been an absolute pleasure to hang out with you for as many Saturday nights as we could. I'd like to say that I'm looking better after resting, but I'm back at work now as well, work part-time. So my tiredness is a whole new level, but you've been an absolute pleasure. The squirrels are excited. And I'm going to be making sure that we keep going live because it's such a pleasure to chat to you guys. And yeah, I can't thank you enough. It's just been phenomenal. Judith, contact me. Let's get this posted out to you as quickly as possible so you can get making all this wonderful yarn. Thank you all for taking part. Thank you for sharing your squares, and thank you so much once again for making the Hodgepodge Blanket crochet along what it was. It's been an absolute pleasure. Oh, Shelley, thank you so much. Oh, I'm so pleased. You've made my year, guys. You really have. I'm so enamored of the fact that you love your blankets. It's meant so much to me. All your feedback, trust me, good and bad and indifferent, I take it all on board because I want to deliver what you want when it comes to crocheting and keep you inspired. There are, of course, more patterns coming along from myself, along with sharing all of the designers with you over the next few days. Do take a moment to check out the Autumn Exclusives event if you haven't already today. Don't forget, you've only got until 8 a.m. to take 50% off of the Perfect Pairs Pocket Shawl. But the bundle will be there up until the 15th of August. Always feels like I have so much information to share with you because there's always so much going on. Wendy, that Queen Square, that was the one my husband made a note of for me. He's like, you need to shout this woman out. She's amazing. Because he loved that so much. So thank you so much. And you've all been amazing. You really have. I cannot wait for November. But don't worry, we're still going to be speaking before then. More patterns are on their way, and I can't wait to share them all with you. You might find things are getting, in my pattern style, are getting a little bit cooler as time goes on. There are some holiday patterns coming up soon, more gift-inspired patterns for those quick makes that we need to make for our loved ones as well, and pop things under the tree, pop them in their stockings, all that kind of stuff. We're going to be getting ready for the holiday season. I know that a lot of people are kind of still Halloweening, and I appreciate that. I am well aware that today is Hocus Pocus Day, because I can assure you I'm going downstairs right now to go and watch Hocus Pocus 2. So if you're joining the Disney-wide Plus thing today and watching Hocus Pocus 2, you'll be in good company. I know an awful lot of people that are watching that film today. So thank you once again, and I will catch up with you all over in the Facebook group, probably in a moment or two. Just saying thank you once again. It's been an absolute pleasure. You've been a joy to crochet with. You really have. So thank you so much. And I'm so pleased, and congratulations to all the winners as well. So thank you, and I will see you all again soon.